Jan, I just really sincerely so excited to connect with you. I saw your review come through the other day and I was reading it. I said, oh, let's connect with Jan. I want to say hi. I just want to hear about your experience. So just thanks in advance for sharing your time. And I know that we all have our unique healing journeys and stories, and there's somebody or many somebodies that are going to hear what you share and say, oh, that's exactly what I needed to hear, or that sounds like me. So if you would, I'd love to know, just introduce yourself, Jan. What would you like for us to know about you? Uh, Go ahead.
I'll be 78 next month. So
Woo!
excited. And I was an academic. My degrees are in German and medieval studies and gender studies. I worked at a private um, organization that looked into history of women in society. So my part in that was to run a lecture series all over the state, and all the professors and I would go around and talk about our research. And it was so fabulous. And I worked on a medieval visionary named Hildegard of Bingen, who is amazing. She's like the Renaissance woman in the 12th century. She scolded the Pope and the King. She did lecture tours when nobody could. She wrote manuscripts up to the ceiling about the universe and the relationship to divinity. Unbelievable. And so I worked on, and she wrote the first morality play, and she wrote music. She's the only medieval composer we have signed manuscripts from. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I taught undergrads and grads for many years, and then I did that research, and then I came to New York and became a teaching fellow and taught seventh and eighth grade for 5 years. A wake-up call.
Yeah.
I wanted all of my colleagues from the university to spend a day with me to see how lucky we were that we had these students who would stay up nights talking about things and wanting to learn. And it was a challenge, but I love the kids. I still see them on the street sometimes, and they will say, oh, I'm in teachers college. Oh, I'm going to law school. Oh, I'm going into political science in DC. Oh, I'm an elevator repair person, and then try to be ashamed. And I will say, but you have the most important job in New York City
Mhm.
because nobody could get to their apartment without you. And but all kinds of wonderful, and it was great, you know. And then I retired and I was able to paint and write poetry. And that's, you know, that's what I love doing now.
Oh, I love it. And Jan, when I heard that I mean, thank you for sharing a piece of your journey, which is incredible and sounds creative and fabulous. And thank you for giving to the students because I've been involved in working in elementary and middle school, and it is so needed. There's so much love and attention that is needed for the younger generation. And so thank you. But I just have to say, when you said that you're 78, I said, woo, because you look so vibrant and beautiful, and so that's fun to hear.
You know,
And yeah, I think part of yes,
exercise every day and
yep,
be creative and have good friends and love animals. So yeah.
yeah, be creative and have a source of love and connection and move, right? Move your body. And you, part of the reason of us, connecting today was I'm curious how you found Glow Natural Wellness because not too far into these gorgeous reviews that you wrote, but you had to find us. And I'm wondering how you found Glow Natural Wellness out of everything out there. How is it that you found Glow Natural Wellness and Dr. Michelle? Do you remember? Sometimes we don't remember how we how we came
I
upon it.
found
Okay.
I found her by searching because I had taken wonderful bioidentical compounded hormones for 20 years, maybe 25. And they were oral. And more as I got older, every doctor would say, you have to get off them. You have to get off them. And I said, but they're soy based, they're this, they're that. And they would say, no, you have to get off them. And I wasn't taking the ones based in horse urine or anything like that that were in all the studies. But I still thought, okay, 20 years, I've been very lucky. So I'll just go off them. because I'm older now. That was probably 5 years ago. I'm older now, so I probably won't have all the menopause symptoms anymore. And then within a month or two, I was completely depressed, completely shut down. Hot flashes every 5 to 10 minutes, hot flashes lasting up to an hour. Horrible ones. I would take a shower, get dressed, go out the door and soak through and go back in and do it all over again, sometimes 3 or 4 times. I was miserable. And uh, I just really had lost hope. And you can't live, you just can't live when you are that miserable. And my friends noticed it too. And I was going out less, kind of giving up. And I started searching. I thought, well, there's got to be something I can do. There's got to be, I tried an over the counter cream, that nothing. And I almost was ready to go back on the compounded hormones that I took orally. And then I thought, no, I really can't. I've been so lucky. I need to find something. And I had always gone to naturopaths. So, and that's how I got those in the first place. So I trusted, naturopaths. And I just started looking, searching for natural hormone replacement and bioidentical. And I saw Dr. Sand's website. I saw that she was going to do a web presentation, a webinar. So I registered and I listened. I was like, okay, I think, I think this may help. I said it's certainly worth a try because I'm at the end. And so I tried it, and it took, I think, probably 3 or 4 months to get the right doses, to get it balanced. I remember even Dr. Sands had a question and answer thing, and I sent a question and I was about 2 months in. I said, I've been taking these and I'm still having hot flashes, and what's going on? And she said, it's going to take a bit of time to get there. And so it did. And then after 3 or 4 months, no hot flashes, maybe one a month. Maybe, if I'm standing next to a stove that has the burner going. It was amazing. And I had my life back. And I also, no depression, no more depression, except about politics, and no more, it was amazing. And my mother, my dear mother, never took hormones, older generation. She had hot flashes well into her 80s and miserable ones. I would sit, and watch her soak and not understand that was going to be me someday. And so it changed my life. It gave me back my life. That's the thing. It gave me back. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy that you did the research and you found us,
I did.
and
Me too.
and that you, well, that you
Oh,
knew to look, that you knew to ask,
yeah.
and you knew that there was going to be something out there that you could find, and that you found the bioidentical. And this is exactly why Dr. Michelle created the masterclass,
Yeah.
created this program, the Healthy Hormone Club, with bioidentical hormone support done properly, right? Proper ingredients, the integrity in the ingredients, but the integrity in the dosing and the delivery. And you had written, you wrote us 2 beautiful reviews. Thank you. One of them mentioning that there was support available and you have unlimited
Absolutely.
access to the
Yeah.
clinical team. Do you mind sharing a little bit? Because I love our team, but sometimes it's kind of fun for me to share what, or if you'd like to give us some feedback on the experience with our hormone specialists and the ability to reach out to them at any time.
It's really fun, actually, because of their schedules. I often get a different person every time. So I get to meet a new person, but they're amazing because they're ready to listen. They know the answers, they know what they're doing. They're open to any question, and they're friendly and they're accessible. And I I love them. Everyone that I have talked to, I've probably talked to, how many would I have talked to? At least 10 different people. And every one of them has been amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to make sure that they get to hear that, because
Yeah, they should hear it. Yeah.
absolutely,
No,
absolutely.
they're
I'm so
great.
excited. I'm excited that you found us, and I'm excited that you have taken advantage of what Dr. Michelle put together, which is just a really loving group of very loving. It's a loving team, but very knowledgeable, right? So it's education meets empowerment meets the cleanest hormones available, right? Dr. Michelle wanted not only the education and empowerment, but if women were going to be daily trying to balance their hormones, she wanted it with the cleanest ingredients, right? Why? She could never understand how anybody else could create a product that would be introducing toxins or forever chemicals or these hormone disruptors when women were trying to balance their hormones. It just makes no sense. So I'm so happy that you found us. And also another fun piece over the years now, we're starting to get more and more studies around the longevity benefits. So, the hot flashes going away, amazing. Your mood, your zest, it sounds like the creative force that is amazing, and you can feel it. It's palpable. For me, I was excited to see my skin felt rejuvenated and a bit more bounce to my skin. But there's now studies on some of the things that we can't necessarily feel. Studies around cardiovascular health, bone density, and our brain health. So um, it's
which
just
all
a
makes sense.
win-win-win. Yeah, have you noticed anything? Not that the hot flashes and the mood, that's all incredible, but any other positive impacts or
Well,
things that you
actually,
noticed?
yeah, in terms of mood, first, I do want to say when I was so depressed, that makes you sick. I mean, your cells start to shut down when you're that depressed. And once I got back to me, I felt better. But I still, I exercise for maybe an hour a day. I do my 5 pound weights, not anything huge, or I walk for 2 or 3 or 4 miles. But every day, I do it every day. And that also, it's healthier, but it also helps with any depression that might be coming about anything. And what else? I, other than the hot flashes, well, yeah, and the mood, I feel younger. I feel younger again. And I do have more energy. I mean, if I can exercise every day, even when it's this hot in the city, I exercised today. I did, a few push-ups, a few this, a few that, and the weights. And it's like, it's going to be 100 degrees in a day or two. It's really humid and storms this afternoon. And no matter what the weather is, I do that. And I think just feeling better helps me be able to do that every day. I also climb hundreds of subway stairs a day,
Mhm.
which is great.
Mhm.
I think that's why a lot of New Yorkers, anyway, live longer because they keep moving, they keep walking. And I know those subway stairs help me. I know
Yeah.
that I can feel it. I definitely wouldn't be doing that if I hadn't gotten the rest of my life back.
So once again, congratulations for knowing that there was a solution and you could find it, right? I'm worth it. I can find the solution. I will keep looking until I find something that I know is going to work. And then also taking personal responsibility around your movement and every day taking action because I think sometimes, especially in certain circumstances, people can have certain habits that are very that they're not good for them and they want something to come in and they want to change nothing about their lifestyle but have everything change, and that's just not realistic. So you were doing your part too, right? Because we can have the cleanest hormones and the best hormone specialist and get you balanced, but if you're constantly putting in a toxic load or not moving your body, you wouldn't be getting the results that you're getting. And so it really is a beautiful combination of clean hormones, the best support, so you got the best of the best, and then you're showing up in your lifestyle because now that you're feeling better and you're feeling balanced, you're doing your part to keep that longevity and it growing, right? Like it's a beautiful relationship, but it does take both parts.
It does take both parts, and it also takes eating well.
Yeah.
I'm probably 90% organic. The thing I'm not organic on always is my 90 to 100% dark chocolate. But I do very good brands of it and I need it. It's the euphoria of it, and the taste. I've always loved it. So I do that. That's my diet allowance thing. But otherwise, it's like fresh vegetables, fresh salads, everything fresh, everything
Yeah.
organic. Yeah.
Nutrition, movement, creativity, joy. Sounds you've got the beautiful winning formula. So I want to say thank you to you, right? Like it's so good. It's so good to hear. And then if there was somebody that was hesitant or saying perhaps perhaps the time has passed or it's not really going to help me or I'm too old to start. What would you say to someone who felt like, well, maybe it's they're believing that myth that it's just too much time has passed to
Oh
basically
no,
start bioidentical. What
because
might you say?
once the hormones are in your system, they will change you and they will work. Just they will work and they will make all the difference. I really and and also too old. No, nobody's ever too old because that's what I started saying when I got off the oral hormones. Now I'm going to die. Now I'm giving up. And this it brought me back, you know. And having what your body needs to work, of course, will keep you feeling younger and happier and more involved.
That's gorgeous. I think so many women need to hear that. Never too late. Never
No,
give up. Yeah,
no.
beautiful. I so appreciate that. And if you could, because I love to share with Dr. Michelle, so if you could talk to Dr. Michelle and just share any message to her directly, what would you like for her to hear from you?
First words, thank you. Thank you for researching this, for developing it so well and so carefully with all the science behind it. That's what I love. It's the combination. I mean, she is amazing with the combination of the science and trying to keep it natural and also just she has a mission. And I love that her mission is to help women. And I know she's big on exercise. I know she does all those things too. So she doesn't just stop with one thing. I also love that, I guess I should say you, if I'm speaking to her, uh, that you are, that you never stop developing new products that help different aspects of what people suffer from. And I think that's amazing. I also love how you set things up, that we have access to the website. We have access to all different kinds of lessons in the Healthy Hormone Club. And I know she did the DNA testing. I did that. And that's been amazing just to read it, just to learn specific things that I can watch out for. Um, and she also lives what she sells. I love that
Yeah.
about her. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I'll make sure that she hears that, Jen, because it's so important. And she has always had the mission of education, empowerment, and products that she knows will help and that she feels of such strong integrity that she would give this to her mother-in-law, herself, her family, right? Like we deserve to have clean products at good pricing and good people taking good care of one another. And that's how she's built Glow Natural Wellness. And so she doesn't want to do every product. She just wants to do products. If there's not something better out there, she's going to do it, right? Like this is something I know would help. Now, if I can find something that's already out there, I'll refer. But if I can't find a clean, good version that's working, I'll create something better. And so she's never shied away from these challenges, which is really fun to see, because she's just, done it over and over again. And it's really fun to witness. Yeah.
And I also, in terms of, I was looking at the hair product and I was really happy to see that because I was looking at Nutrafol, I was looking at all these other things, but a lot of them have some kind of glucosamine, some kind of shellfish thing, or a kelp or something. I'm allergic to all that marine stuff. So she's got products that I can take because she doesn't include that. So I like that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, is there anything, any person out there that you'd like to talk to? Any last thoughts, any wisdom that you want to share about just jumping in and saying yes if someone's um, wanting to get started?
I would say really, absolutely watch the presentation, the original presentation. That's what, it took away all my questions. I tried it. It took, a few months and I have my life. And I was already like, how old was I? Maybe 73 when I started. So if I were 80, I'd start now. I mean, it's the best. Go ahead and do it. And you have all the support. That's the other great thing. The support is there. And even I once had a problem with my account and I did an email and I got back an email immediately and we were able to connect and we solved it in like 10 minutes and it was great.
Yeah,
Everybody's on it.
thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful team. I'll make sure that all the team members at this point, you've probably had interaction with our whole team, so it's fun to
Probably.
share. So Jan, just so much fun. If there's ever anything that you need, you have the email directly to reach out to me. I'm actually going to turn the recording off. Is there anything before I turn it off that you want to share, or I think we're good?
I
Any final
think
thoughts?
we're great. It's the best product and system. And it's easy. Other people might be hesitant. Oh, you have to rub it on your arm twice a day. It takes a minute. It's not, you know, it takes well, maybe two when I do the nighttime one because it's a bit more. And you have to make sure that you massage it in. But it's amazing. And those 2 or 3 minutes are, it's not the instant thing of taking that one pill, but it's like 100 times better
Beautiful.
than taking
Oh
that.
my gosh. Going to help so many people.